everyone, we're finally ready to bring everything together and add all the layout pages in the correct order so that it can become a booklet or a mini zine. I've made this small mock-up so that you can see how the layout structure of the pages works and in what order you need to place your panels, because remember, one panel equals one page for it to work out chronologically. I have created it in two colors. So you can see in red we have the front cover, and then the blue are the inner pages. The reason why I have it in two separate colors is because they are going to be printed separately. This enables you to maybe print your cover on a colored paper or maybe in full color, and then your inner in black and white. So it gives you a lot more options. Right, so I'm just flipping through the booklet so you can see how it's going to look. So 2 and 3 creates a double page, 4 and 5, 6 and 7, 8 and 9, this is the center of the booklet, 10, 11, 12 and 13, 14 and 15, and then 16. And of course here in the center, this is where this fold is. We call this the spine. This is where you are going to either staple bind it if you have a stapler, or you can saddle stitch it. And I will show that in a later video, how you can do that. So I want to take the booklet apart. So for the front cover, as you can see, the front cover is on the right hand side, the back cover is on the left hand side. And if you want to double print it, so you want to print it on both sides of the page, then you can also have information on the inside and the back inside, which we call the front inner and the back inner. I'm not going to use this side, I'm just going to give it a single-sided print, front and back cover. You'll see what I'm going to do to save some money for it. Okay, then just going to put the front cover separate first. All right. I've taken the booklet apart. Sorry. I've taken the booklet apart so you can see how many pages you are ultimately going to need and in what order you need the layout to be. So for a 16-page booklet, you're going to have 4 pages that are folded in the center. They at the moment have a mountain fold, and they are printed on both sides, so it's a double-sided print. So when I flip it around, you can see what is supposed to be on the other side. To make this easier, I have written it out like so. We're going to use a standard paper size, an A4 standard paper size, and that size is 210 millimeters by 297 millimeters in height. This is not to size, it's just a mock-up, but it's so that you can see how it works. And we are going to be able to, because our booklet ultimately is going to be A6 in size, the page size will be 105 millimeters by 148 millimeters. That means we can fit 2 pages per A4. So 2 pages, or let me use the exact same, 2 pages per A4. And that's how we're going to lay them out. And you can see we're going to cut the paper in the center, but this is going to be a fold. And when I flip this paper around, because remember this is one paper, but it's printed on both sides, as you can see here. This is just the other side. But in terms of layout, this is the reverse side of the same paper. In terms of the layout, when you create the booklet on the computer, this is how you will do it. So this will be one side, this will be the reverse side. So it will appear as 2 pages, but remember they're printed on both sides of a single paper. I've also written it out for you so that you can see what the complete layout planning of this booklet should be. So we're going to have 2 pages, but the page is printed on the one side and then on the reverse side. Page 2 and its reverse side. And this is the layout structure that you need to follow for the booklet to work in the order you can see as I explained. Okay. Now that I've explained how the layout structure of the booklet works, we can scan in all our drawings, and these scanned images are then imported into a software program of your choice. I use InDesign because it is a wonderful layout program and I have it. And I'm just using it to compile the booklet together. And I'm illustrating here a way of compiling the booklet and the layout structure if you are going to handle the printing yourself and you possibly didn't have a printer that can print on both sides. But if you're going to send your work to a commercial printer, or if you're lucky enough to have a fancy printer that can handle double-sided printing, then you don't even need to worry about the layout structure as much. You can actually lay out the pages in their chronological order from 1 to 16. I also, just for this project, decided to add all the text and the speech bubbles electronically or digitally, and you can see that's what I'm doing here. As a side note, I just want to mention that you don't even need a computer to make a zine, that you don't need special software to create a zine. The whole origin of zines are cheaply reproduced, photocopied comics. It's something easily accessible in terms of technology. So if you don't have special software programs, you can just follow the layout structure as I've shown, and you paste your images, you photocopy them to size and paste them on the layout structure as I illustrated. After I finished all the speech bubbles and I was satisfied with the layout structure and the color intensity of the images, I saved everything as a PDF and I printed it on both sides, as you can see here. And now I am cutting the standard A4 page into its 2 A5 pages. And I'm going to cut it by hand for all the pages that I've printed on. And in the next video, I'll show you how we will bind this zine. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!